But our museum here is everything that's original. It traces our own history over 282 years. We got our Paul Revere cannons cast by Paul Revere in 1798 for the state of Rhode Island. They're the only four in the world that have true provenance to Paul Revere. We have four of these. We still fire these. These are the ones we're going to be firing today. But the museum, as I said, it traces our own history over 282 years. We got the War of 1812 here. We go into the Dorr Rebellion. Then we go into the Civil War, the War of 1898, the Spanish-American War. Then we go into World War I, World War II, Korea, Vietnam, finishing up with the first Gulf War. So our members have served in every war the United States has been involved in as a militia up until around the early 1900s. At that time, we decided not to become part of the National Guard, and we just did ceremony events around the state. But we have a great and proud history, and I'm proud to be a member here. It's, well, you're preserving history. You want to keep history alive. I'd like to think so we don't repeat it again, but as you know, we do it over and over again. But I like preserving history. We're not glorifying the military or anything like that. We're just preserving American history. We were chartered under the British government, the colonial government of King George II. That charter is still in existence today. We're still operating under that charter. It was changed slightly after the Revolution to reflect our allegiance to the state of Rhode Island and to the new United States. But the state of Rhode Island deemed our charter valid, and they said it's okay to continue operating under it. There's other organizations like the Ancient and Honorables up in Massachusetts. They're older than we are, but their charter was revoked during the Revolution because they were allied with the British. Well, we were too. Half of our members were Patriots and the other half were British. And half the Patriots went up to the other end of the island, and they participated in the Battle of Rhode Island. The war is over. Just like the Civil War, we come together. And we've been doing it for the last, as I said, 283 years. We have the public come in and look at our collection, and that's where we generate our income from. But we're mostly volunteers. Not mostly, we're all volunteer. We meet once a month. We do the events around the city and around the state. The uniform is a mix of a colonial regimental uniform, sort of a British uniform, the American uniform when we took out. It's up until the 1940s we wore whatever the U.S. Army was wearing, and today we're wearing this uniform. We've been firing these cannons since 1798. The cannons were inspected by the U.S. Army many years ago. For safety, it's something we need to get done again, and we're trying to fire these less and less. These here would go into the Smithsonian, they'd look to have them, they go into a glass case, you'd never touch them again. We're still firing these cannons. And there's a couple of implements we use. If you're down there in an hour, you'll see how we fire them. We got a wet sponge, we got a dry sponge, we have a rammer, we have a worm, and then we have a linstock. That's the device we use to light it. It's a great piece of history.